I come to you. I have a problem with my wife if I'm married. If I'm not, but suppose I'm married. I come because I can't get on with her. And she can't get on with me. And we have a problem, a relationship. I come to you. How will you help me? This is a problem everybody is facing.
Yes.
Either divorce or adjustment. And is that possible when each one wants to fulfill, wants to go his own way, pursue his own desires, his own ambitions, and so on?
You're saying that the problem arises out of the fact that they each have their own interests at heart.
No, it's not interest. It's like, so we are all terribly individualistic.
Yes.
I want my way and my wife wants her way. Deeply.
And we see that our needs are in conflict for some reason.
That's all. Right away you begin. After the first few days or few months of relationship, pleasure and all that soon wears off and we are stuck.
Okay, that's the same problem then with the mother raising this child and making it her toy. Her needs are in conflict with the needs of the child.
And please, perhaps you go on. The mother, her mother was also like that.
Yeah.
And the whole world is like that, sir. It's not the mother. So when I come to you with my problem, you say it's the mother.
No, I wouldn't say it's...
I object to that.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's the mother.
No, I'm just pushing it.
You're saying that it's a much broader problem than...
Much deeper problem.
Okay.
Then the mother didn't put the baby on the right pot or something.
Right. Right. That it appears that the needs are in conflict.
No, I wouldn't call needs are in conflict. Basically, they are divisive, self-centered activity. That inevitably must bring contradiction and, the whole business of relationship and conflict. Because each one wants his pleasure.
There's self-centered activity on the part of the person who's raising the child or on the part of the person who is in the relationship, married. The child is the victim of that.
The child?
The child is the victim of that.
Of course.
And then grows up to perpetuate it.
And the mother's father and mother's fathers, they were like that too.
Yes. Now, why does it have to happen that way? Are we saying that's the way it is in nature? Or are we saying that...
Oh, no.
Well, I mean, there are certain conflicts in nature. For example, among troops of gorillas or baboons, take baboons, or even chimpanzees. There's a conflict among the males. Often the strongest male wishes to monopolize all the attractive females. Now, some of the younger males want to get in on the act as well. They try going off with these females, and this younger male will fight them and beat them off. So they'll be kept out of this. The selfish activity of this one male keeps most of the females to himself. The same occurs in red deer, where the stag will monopolize the females. Now, these are examples of conflict in the animal kingdom which are quite needless. There'd be enough food for these hens without pecking each other. Now, these are not exceptions. We can find this kind of thing throughout the animal kingdom. So I don't think that the origin of this kind of selfish conflict is something just to do with human societies and the way they're structured. I think we can see in biological nature this kind of thing.
Are you saying that as we are the result of the animal, as we human beings evolved from the animal, we have inherited all those pecking order?
Yes, I think we've inherited a lot of animal tendencies from our animal forebears. And I think that many of these show up in these psychological problems.
Yes, but is it necessary that we should continue that way? We are thoughtful, we are ingenious in our inventions, extraordinarily capable in certain directions. Why should we not also say this, we won't have this? The way we live, let's change it.
Well, we can say that. Many people have said it.
I know many people have said it.
But without very much effect.
Why?
Well, that indeed is a question. Is it that we're so completely trapped in the ancestry of the past?
Or so heavily conditioned that it's impossible to be free?
Well, there are two possible kinds of conditioning. One is the genuine biological conditioning that comes from our animal heritage, which means that we inherit all these tendencies.
Let's accept that.
Now, that is undoubtedly extremely strong and goes right back into our animal past.
Right.
The other kind of conditioning is the kind of argument that I'm putting forward, perhaps. The argument, this has always been so. Human nature is like this. There have always been wars and conflict and all that kind of thing. And therefore there always will be. And that the most we can do is try to minimize these. And that there will always be psychological conflicts within families and between people. And that the most we can do is try and minimize these, or at least make them livable.
Modify it, but you cannot fundamentally change it.
Yes, I'm saying this is a possible kind of conditioning. The belief that we can't really change it radically is another kind of conditioning. I'm a victim of it myself. So, I don't know if it's possible to get out of it.
That's what I want to discuss. Whether it's possible to change the human condition and not accept it. Say, as most philosophers, the existentialists and others say, your human nature is conditioned. You cannot change, you can modify it. You can be less selfish, less painful, psychologically have problems, bear up with pain, it's natural, it's there. We have inherited from the animals. We'll go on like this for the rest of our lives and for the lives to come. Not reincarnation, the lives of other people's lives. It'll be our condition, human condition. Do we accept that? Or do we inquire, shall we inquire into whether it's possible to change this condition?
Yes, I think we should inquire into that.
If you say it cannot be changed, then the argument is over.
All right, so I'll say that I don't know.
No, not saying.
No, I'd like it to be changed. I deeply want it to be changed. So I think that this question of inquiring into the possibility is extremely important. But one of my points, to go back to the conditioning point, is that a lot of this conditioning is deep in our biological nature. And people who wish to change it merely by changing the structures of society
I'm not talking, of course.
Are operating at too superficial a level.
Like the communists want to change it.
But the idea that you can do it by just changing the environment is what the communists thought and still think. And in a sense, the experiment has been tried, and we can see the results in various communist countries. And, of course, believers in that would say, well, they haven't tried properly, or they betrayed the revolution, and so on. But nevertheless, the basis of that belief is that the source of all the evils and the problems is in society, and by changing society, man is perfectible.
But society is formed by us.
Yes.
And by us it's going to be changed. So we haven't changed ourselves. We depend on society to change us.
Yes.
And society is what we have made. So we are caught in that trap.
Yes. Exactly. And if we start off with a heritage which is built into us, inherited, which comes from our biological past, and if we start with that, and we start with these societies that also have bad effects, some of them, and to varying degrees, and we just try to change the society, the other part, the inherited part, is still there.
Oh, but cannot those also be transformed?